Hi, my name's Maureen, and I'm the Executive Director for the Nebraska Chapter of the National Bleeding Disorders Foundation, and March is Bleeding Disorders Awareness Month. Some interesting facts about bleeding disorders. They're all genetic disorders, so you come by it naturally. There are several different types of bleeding disorders. You've probably heard of hemophilia, but there are other bleeding disorders such as von Willebrand's disease, which does affect up to 1 to 3% of the population, and it affects men and women equally. There's also other rare factor disorders like factor 7, factor 10, 11, and 13, which are also considered bleeding disorders. Bleeding disorders are extremely expensive to treat. Someone with severe hemophilia, their medications can cost between $300,000 and $500,000 a year or even more. It is a misnomer that bleeding disorders only affect men. Women can also be affected by hemophilia and von Willebrand's disease and other rare factor disorders. I think the best way to support somebody in the bleeding disorders community, especially if they're newly diagnosed, is understanding that everything in their life is going to revolve around that bleeding disorder for a while. And it's really overwhelming when you have a new baby and a new diagnosis. The bleeding disorders community is a very unique community. They're very tight-knit, they're very personalized, and bleeding disorder patients really expect that type of personalized care from their specialty pharmacy. They don't want to feel like a number, they don't want to feel like a dollar sign, they want to feel like people who are being supported through their bleeding disorder journey. So knowing who these patients are, what their challenges are, and being able to create solutions to ensure that they have access to their medication and their care is of the utmost importance. If you'd like to find out more information about our organization or the bleeding disorders community, you can follow us at Nebraska NBDF. And if you want to join our community for our walk, we have our Unite for Bleeding Disorders walk later this year, where you can find us at uniteforbleedingdisorders.org.